What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And this is not
Not
another
damn podcast.
presented by
Our damn selves.
So 249, kid.
49, yes.
And this is that schizophrenic time of year. Crazy ass weather because Saturday was like 70. And I just got an alert on my phone. I don't know about you. Winter weather advisory in effect beginning at 12 midnight.
This is why I keep this meme on my phone at all times for this purpose. Lousy smarch weather. You get smarch in Chicago. That's what you get. You get smarch weather.
Basically, we got another round of snow coming. That's what it's sounding like to me because I got the winter weather advisory. Not excited about that because I'm the one out there shoveling. So another round of snow.
I thought we were done with snow. My thing, okay, if we do have some snow, no real accumulation. That's just all I ask. I don't want real accumulation.
I can live with that. The last one we got, I shoveled and then it pretty much melted like
like by the sun hit it and
about 2 days later it was already melted.
Yeah.
I haven't put my shovel or my salt away. I still got it like very much on me. So I knew we were gonna get some more.
Mm-hmm. Chicago have you tricked. Like people outside like with their short, like come on, like people outside with shorts on, you doing too much. Like y'all are gonna be sick. Y'all all gonna be sick Monday, running around with shorts on outside on Saturday. You can't do that in Chicago.
Are we out of the pandemic or not? Like, I don't know.
The world may never know. It's like the Tootsie Pop. The world may never know. Like, are we out?
A pandemic of convenience. I might call the episode that. It really is. Pandemic only matters when it matters. It's like it was a pandemic until George Floyd got murdered, and then then it wasn't one. Then after that died down, the pandemic was back again. It's like. And then it's like now that this Russia-Ukraine shit is going on, it's like it's not a pandemic. It's like it's a pandemic of convenience. It's like what is a bigger story? The pandemic goes on the back burner.
I don't know. I mean, it seems like numbers are stabilizing because, like I said, working the job that I work, I haven't gotten any reports for cases in over a month from my people. And I haven't gotten stuff in over a month.
Most of us being NBA fans, I don't remember the last time a player had to sat out because of protocol. But that was a thing for a while. Like a lot of
the whole Bulls save
teams, including the Bulls, entire teams were like sitting out for protocol. It's like, but
someone had. It was like the chicken pox, like how you are when you're in school. Like when one person came there, the whole class gets chicken pox. That's how it was with the Bulls because one person got who was it? Vooch was the first one I think who got it.
Vooch, and then by the time
everybody.
Zach or like no, Lonzo was the last one to get it because he was talking shit. It was like,
Lonzo was like, I don't go nowhere. Lonzo said, I mind my damn business. Lonzo said, I go to practice and I go home. He said, I don't be in these streets, and then he had it.
Which I kind of happened with me. I was like, I'll never get sick.
I don't be in these streets, and then you had it.
I ain't met a cold because like with all the masking and like hand washing, like which has helped with cutting down on colds. Like I'll give you
because you're not breathing in all that shit. Yeah.
Not touching people's nasty hands and stuff like that. With the hand, no handshaking, the masking, the hand washing. I was like, I ain't had a cold in like a year and a half, and then I got COVID right after that because I went to a fucking party and shit, and I'm sure somebody shook my hand at that motherfucking shit too.
Somebody was talking. Somebody was a close talker. Hey, can you play that song? Was a close talker.
Shit, yeah.
Play that new joint by.
Fuck away from me. Fuck out of here with that.
Everywhere they talking.
Breath hot in them up.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, don't talk to the DJ because of that. Like you spitting and people be half drunk too, so you know they be like, all over.
Yeah.
But like, here's the point now is like, if I tell you I'm not, if I don't play something now, like know that 90% of the time I'm probably lying.
I'm not gonna play it.
I'm probably just not gonna play it because the way it is now, you can have like literally everything at your fingertips. Like it's not like back in my day where like you had to carry
vinyl.
You had vinyl or even CDs. You had the big books of CDs, even like
right. Oh,
Grizzly vinyl. But like carrying crates was a nightmare and shit.
You know, in the book of CDs, and it's like this big, and you like turn it like an album. It's like
that's how I met the homie Mike Love helping him carry his crate. So there we go.
yeah.
It served the purpose back in. And then like when they switched to like CDJs, it's like people had the big CD books. It's like, but still, even that, it's still you're still limited. It's like you're not gonna have everything with that. Then it switched to Serato, like it gives you more access, but you still might be limited if you just don't have access to something. Yeah, you go from like having the CD books to like 10,000 songs, like, but now Serato, you could pair it with Tidal, like Serato and Tidal have a partnership. So you can access your Tidal library. So like now, which I do. So if I say I don't have it now, it just means I don't want to play it.
I don't want to play it.
Tidal literally has everything on it. Like, if they ever pair with Spotify, it's gonna open up even more because Spotify, I think, even got more than Tidal. I think Spotify is the biggest streamer, and then Tidal and I think Apple and Tidal are about on the same level. Like as far as yeah, they have a partnership with Tidal. So like if that means I just don't want to play that shit. If you ask me to play, I'm like, oh, I ain't got it. Like and I'm streaming from Tidal and shit. That just means I don't want to play that shit. That's all that is. Access to like 2 million songs or video. Like that just means I'm just not playing your shit. That's all that means. That's what it means. Like, no.
Oh my gosh.
Bro. But I don't even humor cats now. Like I've been doing it too long. Be like, probably not. It's like play this. Like, I'm probably not gonna play that. On the radio, do that too. Probably not.
You just shouldn't be all in the DJ space, especially now. It's just kind of yeah. Like I'm just like, but are we in an end? I mean, well, we said there's supposed to be an endemic. So I mean,
I heard the CDC or somebody like referred to it from a pandemic to an endemic. I don't know if it's CDC or who. It was one of them organizations, like the CDC or the World Health. It was one of them. Might have been who that said that. That called it an endemic. Yeah, and that's that's encouraging. I like the word "end." It's like that's encouraging.
Which McCall already said that they're not messing up their stuff. You said Coachella was like, we ain't checking nothing.
We going yeah, we're not checking. We're not vax checking. We not. You don't have to have a negative test. It's like we opening back because they've been gone for 2 years. Coachella, they canceled 2020 and 2021. So yeah, so like, nah, we back. God damn it. Yeah.
And I'm sure Lollapalooza is going to be the same way. I'm sure.
Because they had come back, even last year, they had come back for 21. And I don't think.
But you had to have the vax cards last year.
I don't know if it was vax card.
Or a negative test. You had to have a negative test. Yeah.
You had proof of vax or a negative test.
Or negative. Yeah. You know the thing, the one or the other. You either have to be negative or have a vax card.
The last 72 or whatever it was, like 72 hours, like a negative test that was recent. They did that last year. But I think Coachella said, like, nah, we ain't doing none of that. We back. And said, and Kanye is headlining, so you know it's gonna be a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Ye is headlining Coachella. So you finally watched the Kanye doc too, right?
I did. I watched it this morning. So
we talked last week, but you can give your opinion real quick, on it.
I enjoyed it a lot. It basically showed, like you said, if you grew up listening to, like, College Dropout was one of my favorite albums.
And they show basically him putting that entire album.
How it got put together and
how it almost didn't happen. That was like
and just watching it unfold was like, man, this is freaking great. And I literally had just graduated college when College Dropout came out. Like I had just finished college, and then Dropout came out like right after.
Oh, you kept playing all files down to everybody, and like,
and everybody was like, "Oh, okay."
Nobody was trying to hear that shit, and then it became one of the biggest hits on his album.
And then I like how he just like, you gotta get in how you fit in with the studio sessions. Like he was going and just grabbing, like when he went to
Jamie when he got Luda to do that, breathe in, breathe out,
breathe in, breathe out, yeah.
Pull the weave out, like
pull their D's out.
If a nigga act up, pull a desert ease out. That's like peace out.
But like with film, like Marcus told me about, I think it's called guerrilla film. I think that's what they call it, like when you just go and you just get shots. Like I said, because like you're supposed to have permits to do stuff.
Like you pretty much is like, what's the old saying? It's like it's better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Exactly. So Marcus is like,
if you get caught, you get caught. Don't worry about it. You just do the shit.
You just run. You just grab shots. You get in. You get the hell out. Like that's what you do.
Well, yeah, he showed how he was like he was getting people like he got like Fox to like do the slow jams. He went grab Luda to do the breathe in, breathe out hook. He was just getting cats like it was pretty dope watching that album.
Watching it come together and
he would show up to their studio session and say, I need you on my album. Rockefeller ain't trying to put no money into this.
And again, their reactions further through the Wire video, like everybody's natural reaction listening, because when you listen to that song back, it's like, wait a minute, your mouth was wired shut? Like you was you almost died and
6 weeks
you started to rap and you almost died? What?
Weeks after the accident, he recorded that shit. So but I'm sure he probably was still bleeding and shit too. It's like
it's like you're rapping.
Yeah.
Like, dude. And like it's like, okay, like you're rapping better than a lot of guys who don't have their mouths wired shut. So like, dude, like for real? Are you for real right now? So it was just really cool just seeing the whole process come together. And like you said, Chicago, if you're from Chicago, it hit different, especially if you're from the South Side like us, we South Side shy. It hit different. You know, like Kanye is one of ours. He is. He's South Side all day.
Shout out my homegirl, Tifa. Kanye went up to the studio back then. That's around the time I had met Kanye too, because I told you I had met Kanye 2001. It's like at the Isaac Hayes restaurant. I told
right.
Yeah, so and even then it was something. He had an aura about him even then.
Yeah,
I'm about to do stuff with Rockefeller, and then H to the Izzo came out like a month later. I'm like, oh,
you gotta bet on yourself though. You do. You have to bet. That's the best thing I would say. And I did like all the footage with his mom because his mom
footage in that,
his mom basically was the epitome of what a supportive, loving parent looks like. If you ever need an example of what you should, like things that you should do to encourage your child, look at Dr. Donda West, because the way she encouraged her son, it's like obviously being a college professor with a PhD, she was a doctor, Dr. West.
Dr. West,
obviously being that, and your son
about her son quitting school to pursue.
Your son dropping out to pursue music.
She wasn't crazy about that, but she supported him. She might have not agreed with it, but she supported it though. Yeah. And
as a parent, that's what you should do. You should support your children's vision and whatever you can do to help.
Something like you should try to support it if they show an interest.
And whatever you can do to help them manifest that. Like if it means like, okay, if I have to drive you to do this studio session, if I have to drive you, if I have to give you money for a plane ticket to get out to, like stuff like that. It's like you gotta be that.
An outfit to like perform, to go on stage.
Yeah, that's what you do as a supportive parent. That's how you support your child's dreams and your child's vision. That's what you should do. Instead of be like, no, you have to follow what I want to do because I feel like you should. No, you can't.
You're gonna become a lawyer. Yeah. Over my dead body, you're gonna pursue music. That's shitty parenting. That
is. You can't force your child to be what you want them to be. And a lot of people, unfortunately, just follow a path that because, well, my granddaddy was this, and my daddy was this, and my uncle was this, and my cousin was this, and then everybody is just that. And it's like, but if that's not you, you gotta live for you. So much respect to the late great Dr. Donda West. So much respect to her.
She was definitely special, and she raised a special son. Like love him or hate him, Kanye is definitely he's a genius. They showed him talking about that even earlier. When Ryan Fest and him was going, he was like, yeah, like, oh, you
he's like, you ain't there yet. He's like, Jay-Z wrote a song in 5 minutes. Which
I like how Ryan was like the one cat that was there the whole time. Like, yeah, from the early days, and then now you saw Ryan Fest was always at the session.
And like the early nods. I said, now that we know now. When Kanye got introduced as the newest Rockefeller member, and you can see Beyonce backstage. You saw young Beyonce.
Her and Jay,
Jay first started dating.
Yeah, it was like
they just started dating. They just started dating, but obviously they weren't public until about 2004 with their relationship. 2004 or 5 when they went public with their relationship. But you could tell that, okay, like when you look back now, you're like, okay, Beyonce is backstage. Okay.
Show in Chicago, I remember that show when and like I said, it hit different when Kanye signed with Rockefeller. I don't know what it was. It was something about I think with me is because I had seen the process. I had met the dude when he was saying he was about to sign with Rockefeller. That's what it was. I met him like a year before that, saying that, yeah, I'm getting ready to like sign with Rockefeller. So yeah. And then when he signs it, just like, okay, dude manifested that shit. It's like, yeah. Mhm. So it's just something. It just hit different, that doc, to me. And shout out to Cootie. Channel Zero was my shit back. I wanted to be on Channel Zero back in the day, but I wasn't big enough yet at the time.
Ah,
I was in KKC then. Like, had I been like at Power or GCI, then I definitely would have made it to Channel Zero level.
Woody.
I wasn't known yet then. So I used to watch Channel Zero on Channel 19 for all my Chicago folks. Y'all remember Chicago Public Cable Access? And I used to watch Channel Zero.
You remember it.
That was like the gritty, grimy, like you had your BET Rhapsodies, you had the boxes, like, but Channel Zero was where like the hood Negroes watched that. It's like
television you control.
Yeah, like Channel Zero was like straight grimy and hood, like it was like different than those shows. It's like it wasn't your MTV Raps. It was gritty and grimy. So.
It was a little more. It wasn't as polished. It was a little, like you said, a little gritty.
Cats around my age, y'all remember Channel Zero?
Little ratchet, but
yeah, that was the hood video show. Like we watched that one. Channel Zero was the show
we are a little bit unpolished sometimes. Sometimes we're a little unpolished. But
like the first meeting on there, they had like with Harlem World. He said, "Yeah," and here's young producer Kanye. He had glasses. He had big teeth.
Like, yeah. Those glasses and teeth. So I was like, wow. The glow up for real. He had a glow up. The glow up for real. Because he looked awkward. He was like skinny. Like he looked very awkward. Yeah, he was an awkward looking.
I think in that video, he was like mad young, like 17, 18.
So it was 1998. So he was like young. He maybe like 20.
18, 19, something like, because I think Kanye was born in 79, something like that.
Yeah, he was young. Yeah, he wasn't.
He was about 19. Kanye was like a skinny little kid. Crazy. But even then, Kanye knew something was up even back then. But I'm glad you enjoyed the doc, because
I did.
I definitely enjoyed it as well.
Shout out Leon to Regal Theater. Leon's barbecue right there, Regal Theater definitely. On 79th.
Used to get my wing special from there.
Yeah.
Grab a quick 6 wings.
Mm-hmm.
From there. Good eating.
With barbecue sauce, yeah.
What else? What else you got for me, kid?
Did you see the sad news to report from our childhood about Johnny Brown? About Johnny Brown. Johnny Brown, aka Nathan Buffalo Butt Bookman.
Bookman from Good Times. He was the janitor on Good Times, for those that don't know.
Yeah, he passed away on the 2nd of March, and he was 84 years old, I believe. So yeah, he just passed away, and
so yeah. I think I was like, so Bookman and Willona roasted each other again. They together. They roasted each other.
Booger / Buffalo Butt.
Well, welcome
and
home.
He was such
welcome home, Booger. That's the first thing you heard.
And he was such a talented. He was very talented. Johnny Brown was.
He could sing. His daughter was an actress as well too. She played Fun Girl on.
Played Fun Girl, and she was the one who was singing on Different World.
So his daughter pursued a career. She played in Half Baked. She was the when.
The joint. You said yeah.
So that he says like, yeah, you're not ready to give me up. It's like she's a ratchet joint that he throws. Yeah, that's
You'll be back.
Was his daughter. Yeah,
yeah, but that was just sad, just seeing that, because he's been around. Like, I mean, Johnny Brown was still making appearances. Like, he was on Martin. He was on
Braxton's father on the.
He was Braxton's father. Yeah,
because Braxton's all prim and proper, and then like BB Drake and Bookman was
his
parents. It's like Braxton's his father was Bookman. Yeah. But yeah, I saw that story. I told Mom, definitely.
Yeah.
He was on Laugh-In before he was on Good Times.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, because like Laugh-In was
the first
original sketch comedy
show. Yeah, Laugh-In came before SNL because they started.
Yeah, it crossed so SNL and
SNL started in 75. I know. So I think Laugh-In started like 68 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So they were.
And they had the shutters. They talking about the shutters and
yeah. Which later you can't do that on television.
You can't do that on television with the lockers.
is like what started in 1980. Like, so yeah, which was like if you can't do that television crowd, so all that could walk. It's like
All that could
Scotch comedy show, yeah. But you can't do it on Nickelodeon. And that's where the slime came from, was that show.
I don't know.
And they dropped slime. Nickelodeon to this day still uses slime, even though that show has been canceled for decades. But yeah, they still use the slime.
I go to the Nick Kids Awards one year. I want to take the kids. That's a goal of mine. And then we can get slimed.
Something I wanted to do I never got to do as a kid. I wanted to go to that show. I did get to go to adult shows later in life. When I was a kid, I wanted to go to the Kids Choice Awards. I remember that. I'm
gonna look and see if I can get the kids there. That's a bucket list. We gonna get there. Make sure I don't have I can get my hair slimed so that I can just get washed out later. Yep. But rest in peace to Johnny Brown, aka Mr. Bookman. Super off at times. What do you have to share?
I was going to talk about I missed this. Let's circle back to we're talking about the hip hop artist with
okay.
Kanye and all of them. I got the list of the highest earners hip hop. Forbes list hip hop earners for 2021. So I'll read them off 10-1. We have a three-way tie, so actually it's 12 people on this list. Is a three-way tie.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So coming in at number 10, like three-way tie. Birdman, Doja Cat, and Tech Nine all made 25 mil.
Really? Doja Cat? Wow, okay.
Surprisingly, she's the only woman on this list. I'm like, where's Meg? Where's Cardi? But yes, Doja Cat had a huge 21. She was everywhere. So yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I like her songs too. Let me be your woman, 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 woman. I like her songs.
I like the one she did with The Weeknd. I ain't gonna make.
Yeah, that one's good.
That's pretty
good.
Good.
And I like her style because it's like, is she a singer? Is she a rapper? She's kind
of comparing it to like Missy Elliott because like that, yeah, because like she sings, she raps, like yeah, it's like some miss. Like
and she does the different styles of her voice, like she does like different things, like tricks with her voice. So
okay, number 9, Cole World, J. Cole at number.
Okay, 20. I like it. I like it.
28, Mr. Marshall Mathers, Eminem, 28 mil.
Okay.
7, DJ Khaled. We the best at 35 mil.
Yeah, his money.
Grateful, DJ Khaled, getting his at number 7. Number 6, like is he's been controversial, but he still made his paper. Travis Scott at number 6, 38 mil.
Yeah.
Number 5, Wiz Khalifa. He got to be because it's weed or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's weed. It's definitely weed.
I don't remember music in 2021.
Really, Wiz Khalifa. It's definitely marijuana. Definitely marijuana.
Guess who number 4 is?
Drake.
Drake.
Yeah, I guess they're right. I was like Drake.
50 mil. Number 3.
He getting his money.
Number 3.
Jay-Z?
No, number 3.
Oh, Diddy.
Yeah, take that. You got that. 75 mil. Okay, now you know who 1 and 2 are. Who's 1, who's 2?
Kanye is 1, Jay-Z is 2.
Flip them.
Jay-Z is 1, Kanye is 2.
Kanye 250, Jay 470.
Okay, I knew it was 1. Yeah, I was like, yeah.
They made damn near $500 million last year. Kanye with the $250 million. Yes. So those are your top earners. Forbes.
I'm a businessman.
Top earners. Yeah. I'm a businessman, I'm a businessman. So I had to shout out those people because.
Nice.
I meant to mention that right when we talk about Kanye. It was like Kanye, he's winning monetarily on this side too. So
yeah, because them Yeezys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday service. Yeah.
He made nice Sunday service. he Donda came out.
Donda, yeah,
Donda experience, like we went
Donda experience. We went to it. Yeah, we went to the Donda.
Yeah, and they weren't cheap. Well, I didn't pay, but they weren't cheap. It was for me, but like it was for everybody.
Who else sitting around was just counting like ding, 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 ding. I was just like adding up all the prices. Everybody in there, ding, 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 ding. Like okay, like he made some money. Soldier Field was sold out. It was.
And Soldier Field seats like 60,000. So
60,000. Yeah, it was sold out.
Wasn't an empty seat in the place. I'm just saying.
It was sold out.
That's just Chicago. So we even count the other two shows. Yeah. And the Kanye doc ended on Donda. That was pretty dope. Yeah. I was like,
they showed the house. I was like, I was there. I was there.
What else we got, kid?
Oh, have you heard about the drama? Like I said, this story came across my feed recently.
What's up?
Morris Day slams Prince's estate, says he's forbidden from performing as the time.
Oh.
So Prince's estate, it's like somebody owns his estate now or whatever.
Paisley Park estate or whatever, yeah.
Basically. So in a post that Morris Day posted, he wrote in a social media post, he wrote, "I've given 40 years of my life building up a name and legacy that Prince and I came up with. A name that while he was alive, he had no problem with me using."
Yeah, I literally Morris Day and the Time been touring for decades. It's like, like they even when even after he left Prince's camp, he still kept touring as Morris.
Kept it, right. I literally put my blood, sweat, and tears into bringing value to that name. In fact, he booked me on several tours and many jam-packed nights at Paisley Park under the name Morris Day and the Time. Not once ever saying to me that I couldn't use that name configuration. However, now that Prince is no longer with us, suddenly the people who control his multi-million-dollar estate want to rewrite history by taking my name away from me, thus impacting how I feed my family. So as of now, per the Prince estate, I can no longer use Morris Day and the Time in any capacity, end quote. That's what he had.
Is it just Morris Day and the Time, or is Morris Day? Is that his real
Morris
name?
Morris Day and the Time. He can't say Morris Day and the Time.
He just tour as Morris Day.
He can't say the Time.
Because which is like that's branding. Like I said, like that was like what 1980 when that band got together. So like, it's like
And this is from Variety magazine, by the way. And like the Prince estate is saying that it's not entirely true with what Morris is saying. They're saying that the contract that he signed, something about some contract. Let me find the section about his contract.
Fired, whatever. Yeah. So
it was like the contract that he signed was like, I think like in 1982 or something where he signed it.
It was
and then like
it expired.
And then he did another contract in 2000. Okay, the original contract was referenced from 1982, so 40 years ago. And then they said that as of the new statement dated December 13th through 2021, that he has no right to use or register the name, the time in any form, which presumably includes concerts and recordings and references a 1982 contract in which Morris Day acknowledged that PRN Music Corporation, an entity which at the time was wholly owned by Prince, is the sole and exclusive owner of the rights to the time.
Get it,
so,
man. I get it, but it's
that's
we all know Morris Day is the lead singer of the time. So like if Morris was gonna say the Morris Day band, that sounds corny and shit. Is like, yeah, if you go, come on, yeah. Especially if it's like some of the same guys. It was like Jelly Bean and like all of them still. That's corny and shit. It's like if it's some of the same.
That's sticky. It's a sticky situation. So it's like the lesson I guess here is that
you gotta ownership is
trademark is shit.
Ownership is everything. Yeah.
It's a trademark is shit. That's the lesson
that out
here.
With Prince years ago is like, especially once he left Prince's camp, he should have like how much. How much it cost me buy my name? I was like, he should have like negotiated that. But since him and Prince were boys and shit, like people let stuff like that slide.
You have to like, and unfortunately, not being funny, but with your boys / people who are like family or people that are family, even.
Them and Prince knew each other since they were kids. They met in school.
You gotta here, contract. We gotta write it out. Like it's not like, oh, it's a verbal. We don't need to. This is agreements amongst gentlemen. No, it's not an agreement.
Morris I like how like me and Xavier, like they or you and
right.
They knew each other since they were kids, like that.
They were kids, right?
But when I do business with Xavier, it's just business is business.
It's business, right? You got to. Mm-hmm. You got to have your lines. You can't like let those lines get blurred because when shit like this happens, it's like it gets messy. Like money always makes things messy. So it's just because it's like the fact that this is like from 1982. That's 40 years ago. So it's like this is messy. And like I've never seen The Time perform, but I've heard The Time put on a kick-ass show. I've heard that. Because Feast was like, man, you go to Feast has seen The Time perform live. He's like, they kick ass. Like The Time is their kick ass. Like they get in.
They've always been a performing band. That's what The Time is. A lot of people don't realize like a lot of the studio sessions, Prince was doing a lot of that. But
right.
The band, The Time was a touring act. They were live is where they ate. Live is where they ate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so cool.
And 777
311 and walk. Hallelujah. Whoa.
Bet you heard of my reputation.
Gigolo's get lonely too.
I had my share.
Fish that black pantyhose. See, we know all the we know all the
hey, Oreo. Come on.
No, Jesse, nah, Jerome. Yeah, he got to get the mirror. You hold the mirror and you do the walk.
Come on.
You hear that.
Well, yeah, stuff like that happens is like when somebody owns. So that means technically these assholes can like put another group out there like touring as The Time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't support that shit like obviously.
Absolutely not.
Without Morris Day, you're not really The Time. It's
like that's what happened with the whole Sugar Hill Gang thing.
Like, because Wonder Mike and Master G.
Like, and Master G.
They didn't own their names. It's like
they did.
It's like Sylvia Robinson on there, who was shady as fuck. Like Sylvia Robinson of Sugar Hill Records was shady as fuck and shit. And like Big Bank, like he was in good with her. So like
he was in good with them.
With two other guys, like as a Sugar Hill Gang. They wonder two other dudes that not Wonder Mike and
Master G.
Like I am Wonder Mike.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Like if you were on stage, say I am Wonder Mike. No, you're not. You ain't Wonder Mike.
On stage.
I'm here to say hello.
Yes. The shady shit about Big Bank is like he was the original one that didn't write his original and had a ghostwriter. Cause Grandmaster Caz.
The CAS and the NAOB.
He had to rap verbatim. It's like he didn't even change the name because like Caz had because he said I need some raps. He said, okay, here you go. He gave his note, but he just went to the studio. Yeah, I'm just SN, the OVAN, the rest is FLY. He didn't even change the name part.
And then he said at the end, I ain't write a goddamn thing or whatever he said at the end of the rhyme. Like he told you exactly. He told you.
Plain sight right there.
He told you it. Listen to that song. Listen to the end of it. He told you where he was on.
Shady. It happened with the Temptations as well too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yep, because David Ruffin had
Otis owns the name Temptations. It's like even though nobody came to see him, but he owns the name to this day.
Nobody could see you, Otis.
No, he still owns that name. So like, but like the stars were like, David, Eddie, like
Eddie.
Dennis later, like those were the stars. Yeah. So the three of them got together and say, we're gonna go on tour. Like, hey, we're the voice of the Temptations. Like, fuck Otis. It's like, so like it was two touring groups at the Temptations. You had the Otis version, and then you had like David and Eddie, and then we're like going on to because like we're the face of the group. It's like so like people pay to come see us, like basically. Like,
you go thinking you see the Temptations, and then you like, wait a minute, what is this?
You see Otis and like four other guys, like who the fuck are these motherfuckers? Like,
I got sunshine.
Across town, you got Eddie and David on stage. Like I'm going to that show. Like that's the real Temptations. Like that.
All right, I want to go to that one.
Yeah.
Which is why Adam Mae Bullock made sure she protected herself. Like, I got my name, Tina Turner.
That's what she said. That's all I want is my name.
That's all I want. I can take this money. I can take everything.
On her back and her name is all she had. Yeah. That's all she left.
I'm Tina Turner.
That's all.
I am Tina Turner.
She left. I said she said this one. Yeah, the clothes on my back and my name. That's all.
She earned that name.
Yeah, and she got her name. Yeah, you got to protect it. It reminds me, I'm gonna tell a wrestling story like that. It's like wrestling, like like Hulk Hogan is not his name, obviously. Like those, like
Terry
Bollea.
Bollea, there you go.
But it was two characters in the '90s, like Razor Ramon and Diesel, basically, who were played by Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. They were working for WWE, which is WWF at the time, but then they went to the competition WCW. Obviously, they couldn't carry their names, Razor and Diesel, win them, so they went by their real names, like we just Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. But people knew who they were from the other company. But then WWF put two other guys and called them Razor and Diesel. And that shit flopped like a motherfucker. Like the real Razor and Diesel are those motherfuckers. It's like we don't know who these guys are. They just put two other guys with the same name, like put them in the same outfits, and like people like, fuck out of here with that. It was the stupidest thing ever, like because they didn't own the name Razor and Diesel.
The lesson here, children, is to trademark a name that even if somebody is family or like family, still get it in contract. Like you gotta have all your business in order, because like I said, unfortunately, Prince passed away years ago. So
he might have been fine with Morris Day touring at the time.
Yeah,
the people where the heads of this the Prince estate now are like
they have no emotional attachment. It's all about business with these people. Like when you're friends and you love somebody and you're like family, you have an emotional connection. If you I'm just an executive of this estate, I have no emotional connection. It's about my money. So I see you've been doing this for 40 years, but this is about money.
It's good that his real name is Morris Day, because he really could have been fucked if that was a gimmick name too and shit.
Yeah.
If it was like some other, like, if you had, let's say like with Jimmy Jam, for example, like if like this was, we know it's not his real name, like if it was like that and shit, yeah.
Right.
Like Jimmy Jam in the time, like they might have been on your name too, like that. So then you have to come up with a whole new gimmick,
a whole new persona, and
Morris can still tour at least, like just the Morris Day Band, which sounds lame, but or come up with another name like that.
Or hell, Channel, do a symbol. It worked for Prince. Do a symbol.
It worked for him and shit. Yeah,
it worked for him. The half man, woman, the symbol thing. You know exactly what the symbol thing is for Prince.
Or name it after one of your hits. It's like, the Jungle Love Band. I don't know.
The Gigolos, because Gigolos get lonely too. Morris Day and the Gigolos. No. If you use them, Morris, holla at your girl. Holla at your girl.
Let's trademark that so we can get some. Talk to all that shit in there. We try to get
in. Hey, people steal stuff all the time from like podcasters, TikTokers, social media people all the time. People get their shit stolen, and it's like a more popular person to steal your shit, and then you're like, wait a minute, you stole my shit, basically. So yeah,
Transformers ripped off GoBots. I'm just saying. Nobody knows that. People think the GoBots are the knockoff. No, they were the original. The Transformers was just a bigger company.
They said Lion King sold from some other movie, because like the main character's name was Timba or something. But I have to look it up. But they was like Disney stole from like somebody to make Lion King. But Lion King really is just Hamlet. Like if you look at it, it's Hamlet.
Yeah.
So I mean,
ripped off Conan the Barbarian. There's always some rip off. It's like He-Man, Conan. It even sounds similar. There's a rip off of this. But let's shift gears right now. Talk about Versus. You heard that a Versus documentary is on the way now.
Oh,
I'm interested. It's called Gifted in Black, and guess who's gonna be producing this thing?
Who?
Just Lena Waithe, Chi-Town. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's gonna show the rise of the series. Like we know how it kicked off in March of 2020. Yeah, pandemic time. We all in the house doing nothing. It's like Timbaland and Swiss said, "Hey, like let's entertain the folks. Like, yeah, you play your 10 hottest beats. I'll play my 10 hottest beats. Yeah, and let the people decide. Yeah, and that's where it started.
Who's better?
Mm-hmm. So they I'm interested. It says it's gonna be on Amazon Prime. I'm definitely looking for it. They don't say when it's coming out yet, but I just saw that little in my notes right here. Versus battle documentary. I'm interested, especially if they get like a lot of the people that were a part of the verses to be part of this documentary.
I just want to see Nelly when he did the beeline to Ashanti.
Definitely bring Ashanti and all and Fat Joe, and I'll bring it like so when Nelly ran. I wouldn't even bring Nelly. I said when he ran over, like
when he did the beeline,
bring Ashanti and Joe and Remy and all of them. Like everybody was part of that versus bring them on.
Comment section. Oh my gosh, when they said that Nelly did the Spike Lee walk, when they said he did the Spike Lee glide. He just he was like, shit. Like, was he walking? He walked.
He looked like Q when he saw Monica at the dance. He's like, damn, it's like he ran over.
He ran to her like George Bush runs when he sees Michelle.
And then he had some hard candies in his hand and everything.
Because George Bush going to find Michelle every single time.
I have a theory about
that. Find Michelle.
I have a theory about that. I think he's giving her edibles, really. George are getting high. The more I think about it, some edibles and shit. That's the inside joke that he's giving her edibles.
Hey.
W, he got them good edibles, I think.
He gonna find him from Michelle every time. Like he like at their inauguration, he gonna find her every single time.
Guess what else is coming up, kid?
What?
Say his name 3 times. Beetlejuice, yeah. Like Brad Pitt owns the rights to it, and they talking about doing a reboot of Beetlejuice. So there we go. I'm wondering, like, is it gonna be a new guy? Because Michael Keaton could technically still play the part, because like the makeup, you couldn't tell.
Makeup.
Yeah. Like if he still physically can do it, like he could still do it. No, they know who they're not bringing back. Alec Baldwin won't be in this motherfucker, I bet. Yeah. he's gonna be the main bad guy. If he's it's too soon. No, too soon.
My face I just made.
I wonder would they bring it in the original cast back like a Winona?
I saw a fan theory that somebody did. I think it was just artist render. You know how like fans do like the artist rendering or whatever. And I saw this maybe last year where they basically made it that now Lydia is the one who just died, and like now she's navigating like a la Gina Davis, and like that's her now. She just passed away, and she's navigating it. That's what somebody do as like a render, and they still have Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder in it. Yeah. And that was like their artist rendering of it. So
just don't even bring back sorry Gina, we're definitely not bringing Alec Baldwin back. The goods are too damaged with his ass. Right?
I say bring back Catherine O'Hara because we just love her. Dale.
They have her make a cameo.
You have her make a cameo because she was just awesome.
Well, you can't bring because you can't have you can't show Gina Davis and not show Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, you can't.
You're not bringing Alec Baldwin's ass back. Sorry.
So I don't know about like, I'm kind of on the fence because Beetlejuice is one of those movies. Like it came out in 1988, so it's over 30 years old. Mm-hmm. And then as a child, like because I was really young when Beetlejuice first came out, so as a child, when I watched it, I liked it for Beetlejuice's antics because Beetlejuice was just funny. He was over the top and in your face.
They did a Saturday morning cartoon.
They did a Saturday morning cartoon, which I watched every Saturday morning. I love the Beetlejuice. Obviously, he was a different Beetlejuice because that Beetlejuice could never have.
And him and Lydia are friends.
They were friends rather than him be a creep because we just ignored the fact that like Beetlejuice tried to marry a 15-year-old child, but it's okay. We ignored that. Because we liked the movie, but we ignored the fact that was a little creepy. But watching it as a child, I liked it for Beetlejuice. But as I got older as an adult, I actually enjoy the story of Beetlejuice because it's a good story. Like a couple passed away. They don't know if they're dead at first. And then once they realize that they're dead, now they're trying to navigate, okay, these new people move into our house, but we don't want these new people in our house. So how do we navigate?
There was a good story about that too. Is the real estate aspect. You get which as an adult you're into that more. It's like like hi, you really need all this house? Like you should sell your home. It's like
because it's that she was hectic.
We're not selling our home, but
was she the cousin? I think that she was cousin to Gina Davis's character. I think that's what she was.
But
And she was
like,
hectic and
trying to get her to sell and shit is like.
the thing that she said that was so hurtful when she was like, you guys know, and you could tell that maybe they had
probably,
a miscarriage.
It was like a hint of some fertility issues.
Or she was having, either she had a miscarriage or she
go
just
right into it, but it was some hint of fertility.
Or she couldn't get pregnant. Like it was something with infertility. It was something going on with that.
They didn't go all in on it. They hinted at like possible fertility.
But you could tell that they were going to keep on trying because they did want to start a family because they were going to try again to have a family.
So then when they die, like in the new family moves in, to the
So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I kind of am. I'm like,
that's why I asked you, because I know you're a huge fan of both the movie and the television show. I
don't know about that because it's like if they do it and it's not that good,
it's probably it's never going to live up to the original.
You're going to be
it's like Coming to America. If you look at it as its own movie, it's fine. If you look at it compared,
if you look at it, it's like
Beetlejuice can do that. It's like be its own thing, not compared to the '88 one. It's like it might work, but if you compare it to the '88, it's like it's not going to live up to that. Even with Michael Keaton, it's not. If they get another actor, it's really not going to live up because you're really going to be
because it's going to be kind of like
Michael Keaton's performance. They hire another actor.
Like, can you imagine, like, if I don't know?
I got my pick.
Oh God, who would you?
Jared Leto plays Beetlejuice.
You see my face, like I can't even think of them. I was trying to think, like. I'm going way off the rails maybe with this. Ryan Reynolds, because he was such a kick-ass Deadpool. I'm just going way off the rails with that, maybe.
I went obviously
off the rails.
Because of Joker is why I went with Jared Leto.
Ryan Reynolds, because he was Deadpool, because he could bring like that sarcastic kind of like Beetlejuice could be like an asshole, like how Deadpool was an asshole, basically like that.
Beetlejuice would have a grill and shit and basically be a douchebag. So basically, he's a douchebag if Jared Leto plays him.
That Jared Leto was awful. Like he was terrible. He was terrible as like the Joker.
The worst Joker of all time. Everybody agrees he's the worst.
If he comes on as the Joker, I'm changing the channel. I'm changing it immediately because
every list you see, like when they have like a Joker's ranked worst to best, like he's always dead last. It's like number 12, Jared Leto. Like, whenever they rank Jokers, he's always the first one they show when they count him down. That's always for every list. Because I've watched several of those. I'll be going down YouTube rabbit holes, and every list is like he's the first name they have.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto was always the first. Jared Leto. While was Suicide Squad. Jared Leto and Suicide Squad. Like hell, he ain't ranking.
What his motivation? Like he was just all over the place, and then like the Joker was like he looked like a 1940s like. He had like a zoot suit. Like what is going on? Like what?
He was a douchebag.
I don't get what was going on. Like the slicked hair and the tattoos and.
Of course, Heath is usually recognized as the best Joker.
Yeah, Heath and Jack. Like depending on your cup of tea, those were the two best Jokers.
Don't sleep on Mark Hamill, who played Joker on Batman the animated series.
I gotta start watching that again.
He was a great Joker. Yeah. Like, Mark Hamill was great.
I know that Joker ride at Great America is scary as shit. That Joker ride is scary. Remember we rode the Joker ride? Yeah. That Joker ride was like that was some scary shit. That Joker ride was.
That Joker ride.
Because it was like spit. You was like, hey.
Yeah, like, live after that. When we went live, like, whoa, we just rode Joker. Whoa.
Like I was like, I didn't know what to expect, and then when I rode it, I was like, yeah.
Joey Lawrence from Blossom, like, whoa.
Because like I have a high tolerance for. Like you and I both have a high tolerance for like
rides, but neither one of us was ready for Joker.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Like, yeah, that was a lot.
That was a little intense.
Yeah, the Joker.
But I'll have to see. Like, I mean, I'm not against it. I mean, but if I see a trailer, then maybe I might be more into it because some reboots are successful. Some reboots have been successful. Like I said, I like the Bel Air reboot, the re-envisioning of the Fresh Prince being a drama versus being a comedy series. I like it. Like I mean, I think it's good. I think it's a good show. I like the Proud Family, like the reboot, like what they're doing, the Proud Family. Like I like, you know, I like the Animaniacs reboot, like the Animaniacs did a reboot. I like their reboot. So
I have to watch all of those. Yeah.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it just kind of depends.
Law and Order is back. I like the new
What direction that they're going in now. Yeah.
But cause they have 2 episodes under their belt so far, and I enjoyed. They got a Gabby Petito episode coming up next. I'm definitely.
I gotta watch the Bill Cosby episode.
The Cosby it came out the gate. The first one back was the Cosby.
I'm gonna watch that.
They were airing it. It's like the famous comedian that got out of jail on technicality because he allegedly assaulted 40 women. I was like, obviously it's Cosby. There's an older black dude too. I'm like, yeah, Bill Cosby definitely.
Just said should have been Keenan Ivory Wayans.
That'd have been too much. Cedric the Entertainer. What's up, dog?
But yeah, it's getting gonna get real. Like I said, I don't mind some reboot because some stuff you do want to revisit. Some stuff you do. Some stuff is just too good to just like have like one life. Basically, you do want to bring it back. You know, for the new generation, you do.
I'm down. Like I said, the movie that would make the most sense to bring back, which is probably never going to happen, is Back to the Future.
Yeah,
you can move because of the time travel aspect. It's like you can set it in a different time. It's like, yeah, that movie is one you can.
If you did for right now, if you send a child back to 1992,
yeah, pre-internet, no smartphones, no internet, they're gonna be lost. It's like they send
Ariana asked me when I told her internet didn't start until I was 14 years old. I didn't have internet when I was a young child. Ariana asked me, "How did you watch TV then?" That's what she asked me. Like, "Mommy, how'd you watch TV?" Like, but this is her reality. Like, we use the internet to watch TV.
We didn't have YouTube, none of that.
No stream.
You had to watch it live when it was on the air and shit. Unless you had a VCR and tape the shit. It's like,
and I was trying to explain VCR to her and VHS tapes, and then she was just like, she was looking like, "What?" I'm like, "Okay, never mind, baby, never mind."
Yeah, we didn't just have YouTube. Like we could just pull up something like, yeah, well, remember that video? Remember that Rick James video? You just pull it up. Watch Video Soul to see the Rick James video. To see Ebony Eyes, you had to actually watch Video Soul. Ebony Eyes. Classic, man.
Hilarious.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, but now you can just pull that shit up. Like anything's at your fingertips. Like you want to watch Tribe Called Quest scenarios. But we had to watch MTV Raps to see that. We had to watch some music. We had to call the box and shit.
Watch music television.
Music television. You can call the box.
Or if you want to watch an icon moment in history, Jordan's last shot, you could just YouTube that. Jordan's last shot.
Michael Jackson moonwalking on Motown 25.
Thank you.
If you missed it back in 83. It's like, and when the kids were talking about the next day and you didn't see it, you were the asshole. Like, what happened? What I missed? Like, you missed it, dog. It's like, now you just pull that shit up, say, oh, you just watch it whenever you want now. Shit, yeah. Except if you
I think it would work, but like you said, the boss, maybe somebody can talk and maybe.
Yeah, because they said, as long as we're alive, we're never going to do it.
Well, never, like my thing, Brandy said, never say never. So if Disney Plus, I'm sure if Disney throws a duffel bag / Birkin bag to the boss, they would say, okay, I'm sure everybody got a price. If they throw a Birkin bag at them, they would. Because you said, which McCall said, Harrison Ford said he didn't want to be in Star Wars anymore, and then they threw a Birkin bag at him.
He was really done after Empire. And then
they threw a Birkin bag.
And he said he didn't want to come back for the new ones, and then they said, "No, really?" They opened that fucking attaché case and shit. He said, "Okay, but you gotta kill me for real.
You gotta kill me, and you gotta kill me.
I'm done after this." It's like, I'll come back, but I'm done. No, yeah.
Well, he gets like 70 million or something like that. He got like an insane amount of money.
Amount to do
something
this.
Like,
yeah. Because the trailer, like the teaser, got all of us older Star Wars nerds into that when they showed Chewie and Han. They're like, oh shit, like the old, because like
he's back, yeah.
The old characters, like one day we're like, yeah. Tomorrow I was talking with because Tony, like on So he's like, I'm definitely going to see that. Because we're all like, yeah, he showed my boy Chewie and Han, like, I'm definitely going there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like,
Another thing we thought would never happen is we thought Barry Hankerson said Aaliyah's music would never stream. Now you got both 1 in a Million and the Aaliyah album streaming. They both up now. You could listen to them. Before, the only album was the AJ number because Hankerson didn't own that. Yeah,
right,
on that catalog. But now he owned the other stuff. So now both of them are up streaming. So something you never thought you would see. So anything's possible. Yeah.
So I mean, I say Disney, make it happen. Disney, throw that bag in the Bobs. Because A Back to the Future now would be a great movie. It would be great.
That would it would make total sense to reboot because it's a movie you can set in any era because of the time travel aspect. Is you can the movie that you can just recast like people. Yeah. You don't have to have like the older cast. You don't want to have like an 80-year-old Christopher Lloyd, Doc. You recast. It's like, yeah, you can.
Right.
You can still do a Back to the Future. The time travel aspect works in any era.
Who would be a good Chris? Who would be a good Doc? A zany. I mean, I guess you could always go like a Jack Black type because like he's zany, somebody like that.
Jared Leto. No.
Jared Leto. Stop with the Jared Leto. Stop with the Jared Leto. Stop it. I think it has to be someone zany like that, like somebody who has like that over the top personality.
Marty, you gotta come back with me. Congrats, since we're talking about acting and all that. Congrats going out to Will Smith. Took home the SAG Award.
Getting jiggy with it.
They say the SAGs and the Golden Globes are both like kind of forecast the Oscars. So they said might finally get that Oscar he's been chasing all this time. He might finally get it. Which would
he should have got one. He should have already had one.
Ali and Pursuit of Happiness,
Pursuit of Happiness. He definitely should have had for Pursuit of Happiness.
Well,
definitely.
That's the one where everybody thought he would win was a Pursuit of Happiness.
You feel his pain, as a homeless father trying to provide for his kid. You felt that pain
recently. Yeah, I just
The part where he went in the bathroom and then when they were knocking on the door, he was crying. He was still on the floor. He was crying on the floor in the bathroom. It's like. Like that part it breaks your heart. It does. That part breaks your heart.
Job interview with no shirt, basically, and shit. Like he but he still gets the job. It's like that was pretty.
Yeah.
So what if I said because the guy basically what if put yourself in myself if you showed up and a guy showed up with no shirt to get the job, would you hire and say he said if he had on a hell of a pair of pants or something like that, like he made a joke about and that made him laugh, so he ended up getting the job. So,
yeah.
He must have been wearing a hell of a pair of pants then. Because he didn't have no suit to go to the interview, so he had to basically without a shirt on. But yeah, I just watched that about 2 weeks ago. So like,
hopefully, Will get some. Like I said, he gets his Oscar. I hope.
King Richard joint.
Still gotta watch that. Still gotta watch King Richard. Still gotta do that. Yep.
All you got? Because I'm done.
Yeah, that's all I got. Yep.
Wrap it up. Not another damn pot.
Yay.
249, baby.
249. Yes. Thank you.
Like what the hell we're doing. You know what to do to get at us. Oh yeah. Let's give our Facebook fan page a like or give all of our shit a like. I don't know. All of that. Also, follow me at Ozman the Wiz. Well, let's get my subscribe, share, review. I'm getting ahead of myself. Subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. Some about Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
Shout out to everybody that kicked it at the New Edition Charlie Wilson show this weekend. I wasn't there, but a lot of people on my timeline were, including Tasha, who I'm sure had front and center. She probably had the best seats in the house.
I saw her, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Ralph, and Johnny shirts. I saw her shirt.
Row 2 or some shit like that. Like I'm sure she had the best. She was right there. I'm sure world's biggest New Edition fans. You don't know. Shout out Tosh. Also, check us out on YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices as well. And you can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know what to do.
And you can check me out, MSIMA8626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
Mhm.
Also, STR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, STR8GULLEY7 on Instagram.
Mhm.
Also, you can check me out on the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.